What's up, everyone? The mouth that tells it all is here. You there, thinking you're the pinnacle of evolution, the top of the food chain. Well, sit tight because you're in for a ride. Actually, a prehistoric ride. Today I'm going to blow your mind with 70 insane facts about human evolution that will make you question everything you thought you knew about our species. And let me tell you, if you don't smash that like button right now and subscribe to the channel, you're proving your evolution is still stuck in the Ice Age. Quick, hit that like button, destroy that bell icon, and join me to discover why you're the glitchy human being you are today. Our ancestors lost the ability to synthesize vitamin C about 60 million years ago. Thanks to them, we have to chug orange juice. Humans are the only primates who can't breathe and swallow at the same time. So don't try telling jokes while drinking water. We have less hair than chimps because we evolved to sweat better. Great for the gym, terrible for winter. The appendix, which everyone thinks is useless, actually serves as a safe bunker for good bacteria during illness. It's like a microscopic nuclear shelter. Humans are the only living beings that blush from embarrassment. Evolution gave us this exclusive feature to make a fool of ourselves in style. Our DNA still contains codes for making a tail, but they're deactivated during development. Imagine explaining that on your driver's license. The goosebump reflex when we're cold or scared was useful when we had more hair, now it just gives away when we're watching horror movies. We have a vestigial third eye in the brain, the pineal gland, that some reptiles still use to detect light. We lost that superpower. The reason we have nails is that they're evolutionary remnants of claws. Try explaining that to someone spending a fortune at the nail salon. Babies are born with about 300 bones, but adults only have 206. We didn't lose them along the way they fused. The wrist bone, scaphoid, is the last bone in the body to finish developing around age 8. It's the class slacker. Humans are the only primates who can throw things accurately. That's why we became the dodgeball kings. Our species is the only one that makes bubbles with saliva, chewing gum. Clearly a super useful evolutionary skill. The human brain has shrunk about 10% in the last 20,000 years. I promise it's not because of reality TV shows. We're the only animals with a chin. It's literally our most in-your-face feature. The opposable thumb allows us to give a thumbs up, a capability that only exists in humans and some primates. Evolutionary-like. Our species is the only one that cries for emotional reasons. Other animals must think we're super dramatic. Human DNA is 98% identical to chimpanzees, but that 2% makes all the difference between using smartphones and throwing poop at others. Our ancestors started walking upright because they needed to carry food over long distances. The first delivery service in history. The shape of our foot changed to help us run long distances. Yet we still trip over our own feet. Humans are the only primates who can't voluntarily move their ears. Well, most of us. We lost that Dumbo skill. Our larynx descended lower than other primates, allowing speech, but also making us more prone to choking. The price of gossip. Handshakes evolved as a way to show we weren't carrying weapons. Totally relevant in times of peace and pandemics. The human brain uses 20% of the body's energy while being only 2% of its weight. It's the biggest energy sucker since Bitcoin mining. Our wisdom teeth are vestigial, they were for chewing tougher plants when we had bigger jaws. Now they just make dentists rich. The coccyx is what's left of our tail. It still serves a purpose, making you feel intense pain when you fall on your behind. The hair on our arms stands up in the same direction as a gorilla's when it prepares for a fight. Except in our case, it's when we see our credit card bill. Humans are the only primates that suffer from acne. Puberty really didn't go easy on our species. Our color vision probably evolved to identify ripe fruit. But today we use it more for choosing Instagram filters. The shape of our hand evolved perfectly for punching. But it evolved even better for holding a video game controller. We're the only animals that cook food. This allowed us to extract more calories and develop bigger brains. Evolution's master chef. The muscle that moves our ears still exists, but it's so weak most people can't use it. It's like that muscle you never work out at the gym. Humans are the only primates who can choke on food. Evolution really didn't think this one through. Our skin wrinkles in water to give us better grip. It's an evolutionary adaptation, not a defect. Like natural rain tires. The reason we have eyebrows is to divert sweat from our eyes. They're like natural gutters for our face. The nasal appendage, nose, of humans is unique among primates. It points downward instead of forward. Evolution or bug? Our canine teeth are much smaller than our ancestors because we started using tools. We traded fangs for forks. Baby's grasp reflex is a primitive behavior from when we needed to hold onto our parents' fur. Now it just serves to pull auntie's earrings. The shape of our foot makes us the only primates that can't grab things with their toes. We missed the chance to have 4 hands. Our species is the only one that developed a long, thin neck. Other primates have shorter, more robust necks. Giraffe? No, just evolution. The reason we love sugar so much is that it was rare and important for our ancestors. Now it's just a socially accepted addiction. Humans are the only primates who can stand still for long periods, especially in bank lines. Our jaw has shrunk so much throughout evolution that many people need to remove their wisdom teeth. It's like a natural downgrade. The reason we have armpit hair is to increase pheromone dispersal. But we invented deodorant to fight this evolutionary advantage. The white of human eyes, sclera, is unique among primates. It helps us communicate gaze direction. Nature's first GPS. Our fingers wrinkle in water due to a nervous system response. It's not just water absorption. It's like an automatic aquatic mode. The shape of our nose evolved differently depending on the climate where our ancestors lived. It's like a customized natural air conditioner. We're the only primates that have a prolonged menopause period. Evolution gave reproductive retirement only to us. The reason we have a line on our upper lip, philtrum, is a remnant of facial development in the womb. It's like a factory scar. Our ability to digest milk as adults is a relatively recent mutation. Not all superheroes wear capes, some drink lattes. The shape of our pelvis changed drastically when we started walking upright, making childbirth more difficult. A real evolutionary bug. We're the only animals that developed a prominent chin. It's like our evolutionary signature. The unique ratio between our fingers, especially index and ring, is influenced by hormone exposure in the womb. It's like a hormonal barcode. Our species lost the ability to synthesize certain amino acids that other animals still produce. That's why we need whey protein. The reason we have a beer belly is that our internal organs don't have strong frontal support, the price of walking on 2 feet. We're the only primates who can't easily synthesize vitamin D from sunlight due to the amount of clothing we wear. Task failed successfully. Our jaw continues to shrink so much that orthodontists predict we might not have space for even 28 teeth in the future. Evolution downgrade. The appendix is gradually disappearing. More and more people are born without it. Evolution's auto-update. Our brain developed a default mode that activates when we're doing nothing. We're the only ones who space out while awake. Evolutionary self-entertainment. The skin between our fingers, interdigital membrane, is a remnant from when our ancestors were more aquatic. Duck? No, just incomplete evolution. The Moro reflex, startle reflex in babies, is a primitive behavior from when we needed to grab onto mothers and trees. Now it just makes for funny videos. We're the only primates that developed sweat glands all over our body. We democratized sweating. Our species is the only one that developed a prolonged adolescence period. Nature invented teenage drama. The reason we have a blind spot in our eye is an evolutionary defect in optic nerve development. It's like a bug that never got patched. We're the only primates that developed substantial subcutaneous fat. We developed our own natural blanket. Our species is the only one that needs help giving birth because of baby brain size versus pelvis size. Evolution created the midwife profession. The shape of our foot makes us terrible at climbing trees compared to other primates. We traded climbing skills for pizza delivery. Humans are the only primates that can survive eating only cooked foods. We invented Master Chef out of necessity. Our species developed a unique ability to store fat, useful in food scarcity, problematic in the fast food era. Our brain size made us the only animal that needs to be born premature compared to other primates. We're born kind of undercooked. So, is your mind blown yet? Now you know you're basically a hairless monkey who can't even breathe right while eating. Amazing, right? If this video doesn't deserve a monster like, I don't know what does. Destroy that like button, bombard the comments telling me which fact left you most WTF. And more, if you don't share this video with at least 10 people, you're confirming your evolution took a few steps backward. Share this bomb. This is the Mouth That Tells It All, the channel that makes your brain evolve more in 10 minutes than in the last 10,000 years.